Today I thought we'd have a little look at my Mauser 96, or a Swedish Mauser in 6.5 by 55. I'll take a closer look at it here in a minute, but we'll just go from the back here all the way up through to the top. This is an excellent condition, 1918 produced Mauser 96. Had this for quite a few years. A little sight protector on the front. Like I said, an excellent bore, excellent bluing on it as well. All the major components match. Let's have a quick look here at the action. And it is a 1918 model, or production date 1918. And we'll go into some detail and show you the action on this guy. So as the name implies, it is an 1896 Mauser. It is what they call a small ring Mauser. You can see here it does not have the step-off that the 98K Mauser has. It has a different safety setup here in the back. It is a 3-position middle. Does not lock the bolt. You can open up the bolt and close it easily. And then safe over on this side. The differences with this from the 98K, and actually I have one here that I can show you. You can see the difference in the back here with the flange in the back. The 98K gives you a little bit more of a flange in the back to increase the protection in case you have a ruptured case head. Actually, let's pull this guy out here. So, it also, this bolt also for the 96 cocks on closing, whereas this one cocks on opening. There's benefits and detractions for either one of those. They both have a double locking lug on the front. Both split the left lug with the extractor and the ejector. I'm sorry, with the ejector. Extractors are similar on the right hand side, and they cover a good portion of the rim whenever they pull out, just so that they have a good grip on that, so you don't have ripped rims on them. And also here, one of the main differences, the 98, they came out with a safety lug in the back. Evidently they had some rifles where they would have a ruptured case, or they would have a bore obstruction and they would have a failure of the action, and they put this in here as a little safety, an extra safety. Now I've seen tests run of the 96 Mausers, and what was it, in the reloading magazine, and they actually handle pressure extremely well as well. So whether or not it was needed, that's debatable. Maybe it was more of a selling point for Mauser. The firing pin, you can take that out very easily. Just put the safety in the middle position, pull that out, and this one you just pull straight out, and voila, you can take a look at your firing pin, clean any dirt out of there if you're in muddy conditions, and you're ready to go. That's one of the Mauser's great features, is that they have the bolt that's actually drilled from the back here, and it's one-piece bolt, and you can take it apart extremely easy. Now this rifle is the model 96, which has an extremely long bore on, or long barrel on it, which is I believe it's a 29-inch barrel. And I even have to have a clamp on it back here, because on my rest here, it'll actually pull out and fall out of the rest if I pull the bolt out. Has a really nice tangent sight on the back. Now this one, well actually all Swedish Mausers like this, the surface ones, they are graduated from 300 meters out to, what is it? It looks like 800 meters most likely, or 600 meters, and I think this will actually be 600 meters. So as a result, these rifles typically hit about 12 inches high at 100 yards. So to modify that, I actually bought a Mauser sight that I could modify and actually make it so that it hits higher. Now these sights are a bit strange here, and you can see, well, actually that is a little bit far forward. So I have it pulled back here a little bit so you can see it. This is a sight protector. They're getting rare these days too. Whenever I bought it, I think you can get them for like $10 or $20. Now they're up to like $75. Other features with that, let's see, we'll go all the way back through. Oh, one of the main things is, back here in the back, if you get one of these, they will have this disc in the back. Now, this little part here, this tells you the bore wear on it. So a 1, 2, or 3. The 1 is the absolute minimum bore wear. There you can see it a little bit better. And they also have, and I've probably forgotten how this works, but basically it looks like you can also tell the bore diameter. And you can see here is a 645 and a 651. And depending on where they have this little mark here, they actually slug the bores of these babies and give you the actual bore diameter. So that's kind of a neat thing that is very unusual in a military rifle and is in peculiarity to these rifles. And this one, you can get a couple different manufacturers. Obendorf made some of the earlier ones, and this is a Carl Gustav, and I can't pronounce all of this on here, but it is a 1980 or 1918 model, and is in excellent condition. Bolt and everything else matches on this guy. All the bands and stuff match. And just figured I'd give you a quick look at this one because we did I did a range shooting on this, range review on this about a week or so ago, and I figured I'd bring it out and show you this. A couple other things with this is they have some really good books on it for collectors only, the Swedish Rifles. And you can see there by Joe Poyer and Steve Geheya, I'm probably butchering that name too, goes through all the interesting stuff on these. So whenever I got this rifle, I bought this and spent a lot of time looking through it. Of course, it's been like 25 years since I got this guy, so, but it is a lot of information. You get a chance to get a Swedish Mauser, definitely get one of these books. Now, whenever I first got this rifle, one of the things was I bought it for like $90 because you could not get factory ammunition. That has changed. A lot of the manufacturers, I know Federal and Remington and Winchester have loaded 6.5 by 55. Whenever I bought this, basically you had Norma or you had nothing. So ammunition, getting a hold of ammunition has definitely improved over the years. For shooting, I have a 6.5 by 55 Swedish, or a CZ550 as well. But I have, right now, I have Remington brass loaded up. And I have the Spear 140 grain Spitzers that I'm using for this here particular rifle. And so that has been a very good accurate round for this rifle, and also for my CZ550. I had one more thought about this rifle. Also wanted to do the show the loading of the clip. If you're unfamiliar with the stripper clip magazine or stripper clip, you can put 5 rounds in a stripper clip. Now these Swedish Mauser stripper clips are just a little bit wider in this dimension, so you can't use a 98K clip in it or a 98 clip. Because two things, the bases of these rounds are slightly wider, and also the clip themselves are slightly bigger as well. Now I'm inside the house, so I'm not going to actually load it in, but I'll show you. All you have to do is open up this, you put in your stripper clip like so, and with being the Swedish Mauser stripper clips, and then you just put 5 down there. It loads extremely nice. If you want to have a look at it whenever I'm loading them at the range, just look at my other video. Alrighty, and thank you for watching, and get a Swedish Mauser if you get a chance to. Highly recommended, and out.